Okay, video is recording too. So
Hello.
Okay, we're going. We're here. Hello, everyone.
It's working.
We're working. It's here. Everything's okay.
We're good.
Hello, David.
Frozen.
You're frozen. Okay, we're good.
All right,
We
now
tried
we're
this
good.
a few weeks ago, and it didn't work. But now we're back, and now it works.
Better than ever.
Better than ever. And lots have been going on. Coronavirus is here.
Yes. We haven't put out an episode since like February.
Yeah, we were supposed to put one out with Abby's mom.
Yeah. So that'll be coming out after this.
After this one, because that would be weird to put it out now. Everybody would be like, what's going on? So we recorded one, and it didn't work. We didn't get your audio. We have my audio.
You can put that up.
Yeah. We could put that up, I guess. It'd be weird. But now we're here. We made it work. We're doing it again for you guys because you've been demanding it so every day.
Not a day goes by we don't hear from one of you being like, please, nothing really. We need you back.
I can't get through this quarantine without my nothing really fixed. But we're here now, and coronavirus is here as well. And so we're stuck in our homes. Yeah. And we're quarantining. David, how's quarantine going?
Quarantine for me has been pretty good. I'm quarantined with my fiance and my family, and I still have work.
Also good.
Yeah, so compared to a lot of people who are having a pretty crappy time, things are good.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Luckily we're kind of both in a field where this kind of stuff is actually needed a lot right now still. Yeah. Because a lot of people are now stuck at home and they need ways to reach either their audiences or their employees. So it's actually been, I haven't had a shortage of work. I've actually found a little bit more work now that all this is happening, which is good. But yeah, there's a lot of people struggling right now. So, praying for you guys. Hopefully you're all doing all right. Have you gotten your stimulus check? Are you getting one?
I got it.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, it felt good.
Man, it felt good. Did you hear they're trying to pass two more? Or two more were proposed. I don't think they're going to happen. One of them is $2,000 a month for 12 months. Up to 12 months. And the other one is free rent / mortgage for a year. Which would also be insane.
Oh my gosh.
And it would be on what you own since March. So it wouldn't be like people couldn't like go rent a house right now and then have it free.
Dang.
But that could be wild. It would be cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that seems pretty extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,200. What'd you get? 1,200?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got 1,200. I was gonna apply for the other small business grant, but I haven't yet. I'm gonna still.
I forgot.
A lot of money. Well, I mean, like I forgot, as in like they had a certain amount of money, and I think they're kind of almost out. But I'm gonna apply anyways and see if I get it. Even if I get like a little bit of money, I'll be.
Yeah. Would it be all forgivable, or would you have to like use it a certain way?
No, it's a grant. So they're just like, here's money. You get it if you lost business because of the quarantine. Or because of the coronavirus.
Which you did not.
And I did. I lost one client. I mean, like, it's like, well, yeah, I wouldn't get a lot, like, but, it's something. But, like, it's like.
That sucks you lost a client, though.
If you had clients and you could no longer go to video shoots or, like, not working with them anymore because of it.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Then you could get money from the government because you couldn't fulfill those things and get paid for those. And I had like one or two clients that I was doing mobile podcasts with, but now I'm not because I can't. So I could potentially be eligible for it. Cool. But I haven't applied yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna because again, they only have a certain amount of money. Yeah. And I think they're almost out already. So we'll see. Oh well.
Nice. My family got toilet paper today, which is pretty great.
That's nice. My mom went to Costco Senior Day, and she got like a ton of toilet paper.
Senior Day, nice.
Us a bunch. Yeah. So we have a bunch of toilet paper right now, but toilet paper is scarce.
There's a guard at the aisle.
Hold on, you froze. What'd you say? Say it again.
Apparently, there was a guard, and they were like, "Oh, and was for making sure that everyone was only getting one.
Wait, say it again. You froze again.
Apparently, there was a guard.
Oh my gosh! You're still freezing. Hold on. I know why.
Is it your internet?
It is my internet.
Nice. Strike 2 for Joe. How to cut the reflection of the screen. Never mind. Here we go.
I am not able to. So my roommate decided he's going to be a full-time streamer now. So I have another streamer in the house, and he's taking all the bandwidth.
Oh, I bet.
Anyways, okay, you're back now.
There was a toilet paper guard at the toilet paper aisle at the toilet paper store.
Yes. Well, yeah. What's a toilet paper store?
No. There's a guard.
No, I know what you're talking about. They were like, one.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah. They should be an armed guard with like an assault rifle.
I think that's
just prove a point. There's no bullets in there.
What point are they trying to prove?
You better obey. Get one.
Yeah, so quarantine's crazy. Toilet paper is few and far between. We were running out for a little bit. We were close.
Yikes.
But then my mom superhero came through.
That's good.
So we got more.
You have to use your shoe instead.
Nope, never had to do that. So speaking of, you said you were in your house with your fiance.
Yeah.
Speaking of fiancés, one of said persons who had a fiance got married.
He no longer has a fiance.
Friend of the show, John Keeler, got married. Crazy.
He did. He got hitched. He tied the knot.
Good for him.
He got wed.
Good for him. And yeah, talk about that, because they did it over Zoom.
They did it over Zoom, which was wild. They were basically like, all right, guys, we're getting married next Thursday on Zoom. Be on the lookout for a link and come watch us get married.
That's cool.
So yeah, we were like, okay, wow, it's crazy. So we all got dressed up and we put up chairs by the TV like you would have at an actual wedding. And yeah, tried to make it as realistic as possible. Put the Zoom up on the big screen.
That's funny.
And then we just watched them got married. I have some pictures.
We just watched them got married. You're freezing again.
Oh. What'd you say?
I said you're freezing again.
You're frozen.
Yeah, I know. You're frozen too.
Oh.
Hold on.
Well, tell your friend to get off of...
I did. He said he just did. I'm switching internet real quick. Let me see if this works. Okay, we might be fine now. Okay, what were you saying? So you have pictures? Or what
yeah, here was the setup at our house.
Rainbow.
I know, I don't know why it's doing that. That's so weird.
That is kind of weird.
Anyway, that's them, and they were on top of Victoria's roof, and the preacher had a mask on, and there were only like 10 people there. It's pretty wild.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad that that it got canceled, because I was invited and it was in New York City.
I know.
And I was really pumped.
I'm really sad that
it's unfortunate, but it is good for them. Congratulations, guys.
Not good for us though,
No. Are they doing anything for their honeymoon? I guess not right now.
No, they're just at their house.
Are they just chilling right now?
Yeah.
Should we call them and say hi or call John?
No one's talked to them from our family.
Really? Okay, so I should call them first. I should be the first one to talk to them.
If they answer, then they answer. Yeah. Go for it.
Has no one tried calling?
I was about to text them today because it's been like 4 days or so. I was about to do that, but I haven't yet.
But you haven't?
No.
I wonder if he'll answer.
I would be surprised.
If he answers, I'll merge the call.
Okay.
When was this?
I can hear him through that.
Yeah, but he Thursday? Can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll pick up. Do you think he'll pick up?
I doubt it, honestly. It usually takes him 2 calls when
Really?
he's not on his honeymoon. Yeah.
Oh, so they are doing a honeymoon.
I mean, they're just honeymooning. They're just honeymooning at their house.
God.
Yeah, he's busy.
I don't like it, where this is going at all.
I'm just saying he's busy.
Okay, well, I thought they were just like, yeah, we're married, cool, chill. Anyways, casual, normal day time. Like, I thought they just went about their days. But you're saying they're still like, they're
not working. Yeah, gotcha. They're chilling.
Well, not many other people are working either. You know,
yeah,
like
but they both
20% of the U.S. is unemployed right now.
20%.
It's like a crazy number. That's nuts.
Yeah. That's insane. Oh,
20%, dude.
Yeah, that's it's so many people. Wild. That sucks.
Sports aren't happening.
No, I watched. Speaking of that, I watched.
Did you watch the Michael Jordan thing?
Oh, I meant to. Shoot. I watched the 1998 Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos.
Oh, okay.
We beat.
Was that a memorable Super Bowl?
My team won. John Elway.
You just watched an old Super Bowl of your team. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I wasn't alive for it. No, I was. I was like 1 year old.
Yeah, you were 1 year old.
1 year old.
No one remembers things at 1 year old.
No.
I do remember my earliest memory. I was like 2.5.
I was probably 2
and I remember painting a manhole cover with a stick and water. Like there's on manhole covers, you know, there's like these 2 little holes in the sides, or like 2 little dents. Yeah. And there's water fills them when it rains.
Yeah.
And so I used to take a stick and I'd poke it in there, and then I'd paint the manhole cover with the water because it just looked darker.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I used to pretend to paint it.
A true artist from the beginning.
Truly. And I remember doing that and then looking at some geese and a tractor go by.
So those are your earliest memories? Growing up on a farm.
My earliest memory. I lived not on a farm, but I lived in a neighborhood, in a house that was not my last house. It was in a different neighborhood. I forget what the street was called. But
in Maryland?
It wasn't Maryland. It wasn't far away. Yeah. It was in like Goshen.
Wow.
I don't know where it was. I forget.
My first memory was of the Fujifilm blimp in South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
They have a big blimp.
Interesting.
And
I thought you were saying there was a Fujifilm called Blimp, and I was like,
oh no.
My first memory is the movie Blimp by Fuji. I was like, okay.
The Fujifilm Blimp.
Interesting. Yeah, there's I guess I'll do a quick sports thing here.
Sports update.
Oh wait, that's not the right music. That's the.
I can't hear it, so it's
okay. That's our quick sports update. Played the music. There's a Kobe,
nothing's happening.
There's a Michael Jordan thing, and nothing else is happening.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
No, but it's all over my Twitter. People are like, "Oh, it's amazing." And LeBron James fans are like, "We'll stand strong. He's still better. LeBron's still better."
That's funny.
But other than that, no. And then I think, and then the XFL, which just got restarted this year, is already canceled forever.
Whoa.
It just started. The XFL is pretty much the WWE in football. They just mic all the players and they just play football, and it's like.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah, and the rules are much more. They're a little different and much more loose.
Yeah.
And like people were pumped because they were bringing it back this year for. People were like, the XFL is coming back. This is the year. It's back. And then they played like 2 weeks, and then Corona happened, so they canceled it forever.
Cancel it forever. We're never doing it again.
There's no plan of returning.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Wow.
What else has happened? There's a lot of free stuff out right now, like movie-wise. I watched Vice last night.
How's that?
Vice was awful. It was the worst movie. I hated it.
Wow.
The editing is wonk. Wonk, is that a word? Whack.
Wonky
is what I was thinking.
Why
Do you know what Vice is? It's about Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
And Christian Bale plays
Batman plays the president.
Batman is the president, and he's fat.
Vice president.
And bald.
Vice.
And he did a really good job. Christian Bale was really good, and he was very convincing.
Steve Carell do?
Steve Carell.
What a stacked cast, though.
There's a stacked cast. Bad. Amy Adams was not good. Adams was. I didn't think she was very good. But the editing is whack. In the middle, okay, so we're watching this movie.
Yeah.
And, like, the first 30 minutes is, like, a buildup of how he became the vice president.
Yeah.
And, like, 30 minutes in, it felt like forever. It's really boring, too. Like, it's really boring. Felt like it could have been a long time, but we didn't know. But, like, 30 minutes in, they do, like, this montage of, like, him playing. Like, they're like, you got the vice presidency. And he looks at his wife, and then this emotional music starts playing, and you see, like, his kids swinging on a playground, and he's pushing them, and then things come up on the screen like Dick's wife would go on to write this many books. Dick's children would grow up to go to these colleges. Dick was finally became the president, and he still lives in this place today, like the end of a movie.
Yeah.
And then the credits started to roll, and me and Eric, my roommate, were sitting there like,
that's funny.
We were like, didn't this just start? And we were like, what is going on? And then we like pulled up the bar thing at the bottom, and it said like there was like another hour and 20 minutes left, and we were like, what? And then the whole thing faded to black, and the credits just rolled, and it was like, this person, Steve Carell, Dick Cheney, Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Lynn Cheney, and they just rolled the credits, and then it just like cuts away, and it went back to like him in the White House, and he's like, all right, so we need to make some moves, and we were just like, what? It kept going.
That's so weird.
At one point in the movie, Dick goes to this guy and he goes, what do you think the president should have power-wise? And this guy goes, I think he should have full executive power. And then it does a freeze. It cuts back to Dick Cheney, and it's frozen on his face going, and it zooms. I kid you not. He goes like this, and it zooms in on him and goes, ba-da! And he like looks up in the air, like just frozen.
Oh my gosh.
And then like it shows a clip of a lion ripping a gazelle in half. And then it comes back to him, and like, wow, I agree. And we were just like, what? That's weird. And it's like that for the whole movie. There's just whack things that you just wouldn't expect. There's a narrator to the whole show who never says who he is. Just at the beginning, he goes, I might be related to Dick Cheney, but we'll get to that at another point. And then halfway through the movie, at one point, he's like playing with his kid, and his wife goes like, or his wife is in the background. He goes, honey, can you take like Rebecca? I need to tell the audience what's going on. And it was just like, what?
That's weird and
it
pointless.
Was so weird. It was so pointless. That's a good. I just didn't know what was going on. I also watched though the night before that. I watched Honey Boy, which is a movie by Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. And
it's an autobiography on his life as a childhood actor.
How was that?
And that was really good. I really liked that. It was cool.
Nice. I like the kid that plays him.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
He's good.
Shia was crazy good. He was very good. Shia is in the movie, but he plays his dad.
Right. Yeah.
And it's very good. It ended very abruptly though.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden there's a scene, and then this kid just goes, I'm gonna make a movie about you one day. Shia goes, well, I hope you make me look good. And then it ends with no like, and there's like a little bit, there's a little bit of like a build up to like a big problem. There's like a problem, but then they never solve the problem.
That's because life is always a process, Joe.
It just felt like it didn't know how to end. It was just like,
oh, weird.
I guess we'll be done now.
I guess we're done with the movie.
It was like mid-conflict. They were like,
all right.
Oh,
that's weird.
Yeah, and it was just kind of
interesting.
Odd. Yeah. But other than that, I really liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Have you seen The Big Short?
No.
Because that is by the same people who did Vice, the same editor, the same director, same writer. And it does have like fun, strange, like off-kilter editing and like fun, like break the fourth wall, haha moments. But
Yeah.
I think it was done really well. And what you're describing is way weirder. But
well, yeah, and
it seems like they just tried to do that more but failed.
Vice was just so boring. Like, I didn't care about anything happening.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what was going on. And the editing was just so distracting. At one point, they're all in a meeting, and Dick's finally the vice president. They go,
Yeah.
all right, let's talk about the people. And then all of a sudden, there's like a board game board of like DC, and they start putting down characters or like character pieces of
Yeah.
everyone. And they're like, Dick has an office here, and he's the vice president. Under him is this guy and this guy, but it was like animated, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like the people were actually putting it. It was just like randomly animated thing.
Yeah.
And then there's
Weird.
just so many weird things in that movie. I'm just so confused.
I want to see the freeze frame moment.
It's so weird. He goes, well, how much power should he have? I think he should have full executive power. we rewinded it and we're like, is that it was weird. And then there's a few other parts where they introduce characters and they'll like freeze on the character, like another freeze frame, and it'll be like, that's George Bush, he's gonna be the president one day. But then there's like one character where they do the same thing, but they don't freeze his face. He just kind of moves around like this.
Yeah.
While they're talking about him. But everyone else they do it for. So it was like, it felt like they missed this one and they
That's
just
funny.
forgot. Because like everyone else, it like freezes right before they say something.
Yeah.
He was like, it was the guy that's like, it's the guy that he asks like, hey, how much power should the president have? Instead of freezing and being like, this guy is so-and-so, the guy just goes.
Like a football player when they're like.
Yeah, and then he goes, I'm glad you asked. And it was like, why didn't you just freeze there, introduce him, and then have him say that? Because no way he would have taken that much time. It was weird. So funny. There's another part where, God, I keep forgetting. There's another part where he and his wife are like arguing over whether he should be the vice president or not and accept the job. And he, it freezes, or no, it doesn't freeze. It just cuts the audio of them talking. And the narrator goes, it's hard to understand what they were thinking in this moment. And there's not really a way that we can portray this to you without doing some sort of Shakespearean like play. So we're probably just going to move on. And then it hard cuts and it comes back to them. And Amy Adams' character goes, my dear Richard, doth thou, and then they do this whole scene as like Shakespeare characters. And we were like, what?
That's so weird.
It was so, I don't know.
That's really weird.
I mean, watch it, I guess, if you're interested, but it felt like it should be 30 minutes and done.
Yeah.
It felt so long, and it was so boring and
weird. Watch The Big Short.
Distracting. I'll watch The Big Short.
The Big Short's really good. Yeah, there are these two, that at one point, these two guys have been trying to meet with like these big top guys at like this, a part of this big bank. And these two small guys with like no reputation in the game go in and they're like, hey, can we talk to them? And they're basically like, oh, no, you're nobody. Sorry, get out. And then I totally forget like what this means, but like they needed to get some papers that would like really help them. Something like that. And they were like, it freezes. And it was like, actually, before it freezes, they look at the table after the guy's like, all right, get out of here. They look down at the coffee table and the papers are right there. And they're like, awesome, we have it. And then it cuts and it's like, that's not actually how they got it, but it's basically a really long story of how they got that. And we don't have that long. So we're going to keep moving.
Yeah, it was like that kind of stuff, like the whole time. But it was just so much and it was so distracting. And I was like, why did, also they don't really explain how Dick Cheney got to the White House. At the beginning, they're like, Dick Cheney went to Yale, but then he flunked out. And so he became what you would call a dirtbag. And he just kind of fixed like wires on the side of the road. And then his wife got upset at him because he got drunk one night. And this like all happens in the first like 10 minutes. He got drunk one night. And so she got mad and was like, you're worthless and you need to fix your life. And then the next scene, he's like working for Steve Carell's character in the Capitol. And you're like,
So he fixed his life.
How did he do that? Yeah. Like, how did he get there? They
Weird.
never explain it. It's very strange.
That is strange. Well, Ryan Gosling is the narrator the whole time through The Big Short, so it's like super
That's nice.
fun.
There's some random dude. We didn't even finish it. We got there was like probably 45 minutes left, maybe 30 minutes left.
You just stopped.
We were like, this is so boring and so weird. Like it's so distracting, and I don't know what's going on. It was just so boring. I didn't care about anything that we were just
weird.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any plans to watch anything else?
Do I have any plans to watch anything else? Well, I watched Tiger King. We talked about Tiger King last time we tried this. Have you watched Tiger King?
Check it out, guys. Not yet.
Oh my God, dude. You gotta watch Tiger King. We already talked about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it again, even though no one's gonna hear us talk about it. But it's crazy. I've seen it. It's wild. McMillions is also something we talked about. McMillions
True.
is really
we need
good.
to watch. I need to watch that.
As well.
Yeah.
Did I have any plans to watch anything else? Ozark season 3 came out. I haven't watched any of Ozark, but I've heard it's very, very good, and all my friends are telling me I should watch it.
I saw a tweet that said, "Why is every scene in Ozark shot at like 6:20 p.m.?"
Yeah, everything I've seen for it seems like it's about to be nighttime. So I don't know.
Yeah, like all the time.
That's a good point. I haven't seen anything about it other than like trailers and stuff, but it's also like a really cloudy, gray, dark day.
Yeah, it's like green and blue the whole time.
Maybe I just have to watch it. I don't think I have anything else necessarily planned. We've kind of just been rummaging. Like Hulu's giving away a ton of free stuff. Parasite's on Hulu for free right now, as well as a bunch of other Bong Joon-ho movies. HBO is giving a bunch of stuff away for free, like McMillions, which is good. Yeah. And then I think there was one other place that was giving a bunch of stuff away, but I forget what it was. But
yeah, I miss the theaters.
I do too, man. I got 2 movie theater gift cards for my birthday, and now I'm sitting on them just waiting. Also, they're for AMC, who just declared bankruptcy. So, yeah. Dude,
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh no.
They did. Yeah. So I gotta get to the movies. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I was planning on watching. I watched the Harley Quinn TV show which is from DC, and that was good.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a cartoon show, but it's like a very adult cartoon show, and it's pretty well done.
Nice.
There's a lot of big people in that.
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk's like every character, which is why.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk and Taika Waititi need to just like make some small thing together.
I also watched What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show.
Yeah.
Have you seen the original What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah.
So there's a TV show for it. It's actually pretty good.
I've seen the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, they show up in that.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I started that show, and I was like, I couldn't really like get into it just because it was like,
I couldn't really.
It's just not as funny as the other guys.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think it was as funny either, but my roommates were actually watching it, so I watched a few episodes. I didn't watch the whole thing, but yeah. But I watched the episodes with them, and it was funny.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I mean, the premise is so funny by itself.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Dang.
Other than that, anything else happening in your life, Dave? We're already at 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're trying to bring you guys more content. Hopefully we can keep doing this weekly, but we've both been super busy, and quarantine's been weird.
Yeah. And I mean, for this, you could just take it and throw it up.
Yeah.
I think.
Pretty
anything new in my life? No. It's just quarantine is my new life.
Cool.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody keep being healthy. Buy a mask. Wear a mask if you're going outside.
I need to buy a mask.
Yeah. Masks are mainly for people that already have it, not for people that don't have it. It's to keep people that already have it from breathing on you. But no one knows who has it right now, so people could have it and not even know. So
and it could help you from not getting it.
Yeah, a little bit. It could, but it's mainly for people that already have it, so that they don't breathe on you or cough on you or spit on you or whatever. But you should wear one anyways because it's kind of the law right now, at least in Maryland. And keep washing your hands and stop buying so much toilet paper. Let's just get.
We need an armed guard.
Yeah, just buy as much toilet paper as you need, please. Because I need some. Dave needs some.
I certainly need some.
Well, okay. Dave, it was fun. Glad this worked. Hi,
surprise,
Abby's
surprise
here.
guest.
All right. Well, we'll see you hopefully next week.
See you next week, guys. Oh yeah, last week you mentioned your other podcast.
Oh yeah, I have another podcast called Potions Class that I'm kind of somewhat co-hosting at this point, but like kind of it's run by my roommate, and it's all about science research on cool things like the coronavirus, and we're doing a series on caffeine right now, which is going really well. Our last episode was on the history of coffee and how coffee kind of took over the world and became the most popular drink. And so we're gonna keep doing cool stuff like that, and like cool scientific research that people are interested in. So yeah, go look at that. It's the podcast is called Potions Class. If you search Potions Class on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, it should be the first one up. If it's not, search Potions Class podcast and it'll come up.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah.
What are you doing after coffee?
I don't know. Elliot's in charge of all the content, so
okay.
As long as it's interesting, I'll let him run with it. Nice. I don't do any of the research. I just kind of sit there for the
banter.
The banter, and to just so he has someone to talk to. And he's not just spitting it out in the world. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Dave, what are you offering people specific things right now for quarantine that you said before?
Not really. I'm busy with like 2 clients that just like ramped up the work, so I'm pretty full right now. I mean, just remote editing stuff is what I've been doing.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much doing the same thing too.
Sweet.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, well, David Keeler Media or podcastbyjoe.com. Feel free to reach out to us if you want help with anything. Anyways, all right. Peace, everybody.
See you next week.
Okay, we're done. I got you. I got me. Let's